Hey, Keegan, good morning. Bummer you're not with us. I totally understand. I'm excited to work through this with you. I'm going to give you a little preview of what it's going to look like getting into IXL, Google Classroom, um, email, things like that. So the big thing that we're going to need to know is when you open up your web browser to open up your just a web page, if yours doesn't pop up to Google like mine does, we're just going to go to google.com. That's it. And it's going to bring you to this page right here. And then we're going to go from there. I'm first going to show you Gmail. Okay. You might not be logged in this top right. If you are, great. If not, we're going to sign out. It's going to say sign in again. Yours will probably just say sign in. We're going to say next. See how mine already says mdos@browerville.k12.mn.us. Yours is going to be your school email. So 28K Bray at browerville.k12.mn.us. Your password is going to be different than mine. Your password is going to be your lunch number, that 4-digit lunch number, followed by 4 more zeros. Okay? And then it should bring you like this. You should have this looking like this. It probably wouldn't be a picture of me and my family, but it should be a picture of whatever you had it as last year. And it's going to be super easy. Our first one we're going to do, we're just going to go to Gmail. So here's our Google. Go right up here, Gmail. This is something that I need you to check every day. If you can check it more than one time a day, that would be great. Maybe in the morning when you get up to start school, and then maybe right after lunch before we get going in case there's any updates. Okay? So let's. I will do that again. All right, I'm at my Google. If it doesn't bring up Google, I'm going to go to google.com. And then any of these sites that I show you, if you want to just favorite them by using the little star up here, wouldn't be a bad idea because we're going to use these things every day. Okay? Everything that I post is going to be put on Google Classroom. So I went to this top right here, these 9 squares. My Google Classroom is up here. Yours might be down further. I rearranged mine so it's right there. You might have to scroll down and find it down here. If for some reason you're having trouble finding it, you can always search Google Classroom, and then you can click on that one right away, and it'll bring you up here. Yours, you will not have any yet. So you will go to this little plus. You're going to say join a class. Okay? Join a class. You're going to join language arts, 5th grade music, Mr. Doss, and math. Okay? What I'm going to do, I will take and you're going to add, I will add you via email, so it will be in your email or it'll be right here on Google Classroom, and then you don't have to worry about it as much. Okay? So for example, if I go in here, I am going to add students. So I would be Keegan Bray. I'm going to invite. Now in your email, you will have a link to it, or if you go to Google Classroom, it'll ask you to accept my invitation. Either way is great. You can totally pick. Okay? So I will invite you to all of these quickly. Invite. Mr. Doss's homeroom. Mr. Doss's homeroom, this is where you will do your science and social studies. Math is a separate one, only because I'm teaching all of 5th grade math. Mrs. Wendell is doing all of 5th grade reading, excuse me. So I will double check with her as well and make sure that she doesn't need anything, and that she's using Google Classroom as well. So you'll be going on there for hers as well as mine. Okay. So that's our basic to Google Classroom. Anything that is due soon will show up in here. I'm sure you remember, and if for some reason we forget, always ask. Shoot me an email. I will probably get back to you within a half an hour. I'll do my best during the day. But if you're ever not sure, this is where you're going to go in and find what we have to work on for that day. These are just resources, so IXL sign-in information. If you click on this, this is where you can scroll until you find what your login info is. Okay, it tells you where to go down here, what your name, your username would be, and your password. Okay, so I already passed Keegan Bray. Keegan Bray is going to be up here. Oh no, they went by first name. Bunch of goofballs. So here's yours. If you have a printer at home, you don't have to. You could definitely print it off. If you want me to try to print one off and get it to you, I could do that as well. But if this is fine too, to just log in here, that is probably just going to be the easiest for you. Less things to keep track of. So any resources that I talk about in math lessons for math will be in resources underneath, under resources in math, excuse me. Okay. Same will go for our homeroom. Here is a link to our daily schedule. This is going to change because they've had to rework some other grades. So I am waiting to get a final count on our schedule, and then I will update this. Here's a link to my website. So if we click on it, this will take you to Mr. Doss. Okay, it's got my email right there. This has got our school phone, my Twitter, doesn't matter, YouTube channel, school calendar, let's see, the map, all that stuff. But if you look up here, it says 5th grade homepage. If you click on that, it's going to have my daily schedule, which I need to update again. It's got a link to our IXL, a link to our lunch menu. All of our Google Classrooms are right here that you will need. And then if you scroll down, some other helpful links that we will be using, such as Studies Weekly, Quizlet, quizzes, all of those things. And it just says, don't forget to use Google sign in when you go to those classrooms or websites. So we'll go back here, Mr. Doss's homeroom, classwork. Under resources, Studies Weekly. I'm sure you use these. We are only using these for social studies, not science this year. Science will be more textbook based, and I think you already got that. So if you click on this on Google Classroom, it's got your username. So Keegan Bray is right here. KBray5, capital T, Tiger5 is your password. For Studies Weekly, we did have to reset it every year, unfortunately. But that's your new login, and it is always, always, always going to be right here for you. Okay? Science Week 1, Chapter 1, this is not actually needing to be assigned. So I'm going to edit that. This is not due. Okay? Don't worry about this. I'm actually, you know what? I'll just delete it. Then you don't have to worry about it. How about that? I had a couple kiddos practice for me, so I knew what to do, but that doesn't matter. So again, everything is in here. That should get you into IXL, Studies Weekly, Science is all right here. It's going to be reading from your textbook and filling in notes, and then it will be online quizzes and stuff. But each day you can see these aren't assigned yet, but I will have every day new directions for you, and it's the same thing the kids are doing here. So you're not missing out or getting anything different. Everybody's going to be doing the same thing. Okay, that way you can kind of stay with us. So if you are talking to any of your friends outside of school, you guys can have some common knowledge about what we're doing in class here. Okay. Math. I believe you got a math journal. You got your reference book. Same thing with that. Every day will be based out of right here. I will assign things. Today you will have an assignment starting at 9:30 that you are going to go into and do. It's a quiz. Not really. It's just more all about you. You're going to go through. You're going to answer, my name is, and you're going to type right there, Keegan Bray. What's your favorite color? You can delete this. Type right there. Okay. So that's what you're going to do today. This becomes available at 9:30 this morning. Otherwise, today, it's going to be all of us in class here getting set up on Google Classroom, Social Studies, IXL, all of those things. So we're going to be doing all of that as well for you. So if you have any questions, please email me, And if I'm trying to get a hold of you, I'm going to be sending out emails during the day as well. So please, reminder, check your email at least once a day, preferably probably after lunch, just in case I send anything out in a morning announcement. If you could check it before you get started for the day and after lunch, oh my goodness, that would be incredible. Okay. Secondly, everything that we're going to need to do is on Google Classroom. I will post announcements on here. Schedule is on here. Every single thing that you need is on there. It's going to be, share some of your classes will become like a stream. I can make, turn that off. Everything will be right here. Let's see, class code. Again, classes you got to join first in your email, or if you go to googleclassroom.com, it should have these 4 classes now on your Google Classroom for you to either accept or decline. Please accept my invitation to be in our class. But other than that, it's going to be a fun year. It's going to be different. We're going to get through it. I'm very excited to help you along this journey. I'm excited to learn from you, get to know you, Keegan, and just do the best we can with what we're given and give it our best and try our hardest. Okay? I look forward to hearing from you soon. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Your parents have my cell number, so if there's an urgent thing or you have a question right away, please have them give me a call. Okay? And let's do this. See you soon. Bye.